Hello world, I'm LJ and this is LJ Goes Sweden. Today it's time to go back in time with the Eurovision Song Contest because I'm going to react to Duncan Laurence Arcade. Well, of course I have listened to this song multiple times in the past. Actually, I cannot really remember when there was the last time that I was listening to the song, but I have never seen the live performance from the grand final of the Eurovision Song Contest. And to give you a bit of a story background with the song, so it was the year 2021, basically 3 years ago, so fall time, close to winter. And I was like in my shared apartment during my study time. I was working and I was listening to music on Spotify. It was set on random and then Arcade came up. And I was like, man, I really like that song. And I was listening it on repeat. And I was like, man, that is a really, really good song. I really felt the emotion. And yeah, I didn't know back then that this song was a song from the Eurovision Song Contest. Of course, then I talked to a friend of mine. She told me like, oh yeah, that won the contest. And I was like, wow, yeah, okay, obviously I know why it won, but I have never watched this live performance. So now it is time to do so. But it's crazy, right? Eurovision 2019, and it took me 2.5 years to listen to that thing. But as you might already know, I started watching the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. So this year was the second time I actually watched that. Before that, it was always just passing by. Of course, I sometimes heard like, oh, this weekend is the Eurovision Song Contest, or this is the competition for Germany, and this is the place for Germany. Of course, I remember when Germany won in 2011, I think, with Lena. But it never really got my attention because for me it was always like casting shows, you know, like someone sings and then just in a more European or international way. But of course, the Eurovision Song Contest is totally different. But now I have talked enough. It is time to listen to Duncan Laurence Arcade. But so enough talking. Let's go. The Netherlands. Oh yeah, it was in Tel Aviv 2019.
A broken heart is all that's left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. I'm afraid of all I am. My mind feels like a foreign land. Silence ringing inside my head. Please carry me, carry me, carry me on. I spend all of the love I saved. We were always a losing game. Small town boy in a big arcade. I got addicted to a losing game.
All I know, loving you is a losing game.
Giving us a little, take a lot. I saw the end for it being gone. Still I carried on, carried on, carried on.
All I know,
Loving you is a losing game. I don't need your games, game over.
you definitely have some vocal like differences between the live version and the Spotify version, but I'm gonna talk about it more when the song is over.
Loving you is a losing game.
All I know, loving you is a losing game. Slight goosebumps, not strong ones. Great song from Duncan Laurence. It's so difficult for me to get into this feeling. How did the people feel back then when the song was up? Because really I have no idea what the competition was. Was it obvious that he's gonna win, or was it, you know, like a battle between some other song that was also high up? I really don't know. I definitely have to check a bit more. Apparently my Wi-Fi is not working right now. We're gonna check it out later. But let's talk about this song, and especially about, like, let's talk about the performance. Of course, he needs to be playing the piano to perform that song, and like the song is just working the way he has done it. But out of this like performing way, the performance itself is not spectacular, and that like the reason behind it is not that he didn't give his best. He is limited to sit there, play the piano and sing, which is already two things. And you know, like other people sing and dance and do that, and you cannot sing, dance and play the piano. So of course there isn't it, you cannot do it better. But compared to, like, of course, other performances that are more crazy and still with a great vocal, this feels, you know, like compared to Slimani, for example, from France this year, this didn't really catch me too much when I don't know how great the song is. Like with Slimani, you really have like this, he has the stage. Here I get this feeling like he doesn't catch the attention of everyone. Also compared to the Spotify version, I'm not 100% sure if I like that version more, because we had some vocal differences, like I already said, where he sometimes did more variation of the notes when he was singing certain parts, and also like the rhythm slightly changed. But I actually think that I prefer the Spotify version because it feels more clean. He can more easily deliver the notes and everything exactly how he planned it out. You can practice, you can repeat certain parts until you have the perfect song. Here, this is one try and everything is gonna be on television and on YouTube. I think I really prefer the Spotify version just because it's smoother. It feels more complete than this one. But what do you guys think? Do you think Duncan Laurence was 100% deserving this victory in the Eurovision Song Contest 2019? Or do you had like other favorites and maybe tell me like, hey, check it out. Maybe there's another song that I should check out. Write that down in the comments, and also write down if you want the Netherlands to participate in next year's Eurovision Song Contest, because I think they still have not announced if they are participating or not, due to all the trouble that was going on with Joost Klein and his disqualification. But in my opinion, of course, I'm always down for as much countries competing at this contest. Of course, it is also getting longer then, but this contest can continue. Like, if it goes to 3 a.m., I'm fine with that. I'm gonna check out again, hopefully the Wi-Fi is working now, hopefully, to see maybe some like voting points for this song in 2019. Final scoreboard. Italy. Italy was pretty close. Soldi from Mahmoud, I don't know. 400, so yeah, really not too much difference. Then we have like a 100-point gap with Russia, Switzerland, Sweden, Norway. Oh yeah, Norway was Kaino. Well, I of course know Kaino, but also only due to their competition at this like 2024 Eurovision Song Contest. What do you think about Italy? Should I check out Italy, or do you think like, nah, it's better that they lost? But now enough said, guys. I hope you had a wonderful day. We're gonna see each other back in the next video, but until then, bye bye.